We just keep seeing budget cuts here locally, and I don't think that's a problem that's isolated to just Indianapolis area. I don't think it's only happening in our neighborhood, but I think it's happening all over our country and our nation.
For our community, there's actually three main elementaries in our community, and kind of depending on what street you live on is what school you go to, and I feel like the divide is not super fair. So, there's an F school that some of our community goes to, and then there's an A school that others of our community go to. It just is not really fair. So I feel like just based on people's dividing lines is where they go to school, and there's not shared good education.
My graduation rate in the city, basically in Indianapolis, is very poor. Quote unquote, I got a bunch of failing schools here in the city. I think 3 high schools, 1 middle school that the state is thinking in terms of taking over because they failed.
Our school system just went to neighborhood schools, and I think like many communities that have neighborhood schools, where you have communities that don't have the financial base to fund the schools in certain neighborhoods, you find that those schools don't have the resources, the schools outside of our community. And so I think I have a son who's just about to start kindergarten, and so my husband and I are sitting with a lot of principal level choices around, do we send our child to a less than great public school that would be assigned as his neighborhood school, or do we send him to a private school or a school outside of our neighborhood? Which are dilemmas that I don't feel like as a parent I should have to be thinking through. I should assume that the schools in my neighborhood are as good as the schools in the neighborhood next door. So there's a lot of things wrong with education, but I think that's one that's really close to me right now.
Oh, I go to Pike High School, and they're starting a new program called Agile Mind, which is math, and we don't have any textbooks, and I think that's not good because we don't have anything to learn from. And if you don't have a computer at home, how do you learn except for in class?
And plus, learning and education isn't all about the textbooks and the math, though it is, but you need, development in arts and dance, and I would like more of that in our schools.